Hey everybody, Debbie Starr here. Uh, Whether you've heard or not, I am excited to show you kind of behind the scenes a new feature that was just released inside of Funnel Gorgeous, or FGF, also known as GoHighLevel. So a new feature is the blogging feature. A lot of people have been looking forward to this. And so I'm just going to give you a super quick overview of how this works. So when you first get into your program over here to the left under sites, if you click on sites, then you'll see up at the top all of the different features you have. So you just click on blogs here, and you can get started creating your blog. Now, I'm going to jump in and show you basically the two parts connected when you want to go through and create your blog. The first thing I'll talk about is setting up the authorship area. So up here near the top, you'll see the little gear setting here. So when you click on that, if you're the only one on your site, then you only have to do this once. But what you do is you create an author. So I've already created one. So let me just click on the three little dots here. See if it lets me edit it. So we're going to edit. And you just basically, just like anything else, you'll put your name. You should fill in the image alternate text here. So I'll just say that there. You can upload your video. It gives you the size. Quite honestly, I think my image was a little bigger, but that's okay. And then you can put as much detail as you want under author description. Basically, the more you fill out stuff, the better it is for SEO. I just did something super quick here just so I could get it going, but you can always come back later and add more detail. I have not filled in my social media links here, but I'll do that after the fact. And then you just update the author. And there it is. Now, if you have a team and you've got other people posting in your behalf, you would just go through these steps and create one of these for each one of your authors. You'll notice that there's also a categories section here. So if you break up your blogs based on different categories. So in my business right now, I just have a general category. I could create a category for, maybe FGF, another category for Kartra. So the different, excuse me, platforms that I support. And basically, it's the same thing. So you just create a label. So I'll just go ahead and say FGF Funnel Gorgeous Trainings and Tips. Okay. And again, you just fill out the description. Learn how to use FGF, aka Go High Level, as you build your funnels, I can spell, and marketing platform. And again, you can just continue to type. You can add as much detail as you want. Fill it in with lots of juicy SEO keywords. And then you can upload an image. I don't have an image available that I can add here, so I will add that later. Slug. So the slug is basically, it can be the same thing or just an abbreviation. So I'm just going to call it FGF. So the slug is basically how it gets connected. All right. So the category name is probably the more descriptive part. The slug is when you're creating your post or your blog article, then you connect it to whichever slug or chapter that you want. And now up at the top to the left over here, we're just going to click on back. And now we're back at this screen. So we've set up our author area. We've set up our categories, so to speak. And now what we can do is we can just create a new post here if we want. You'll notice down here that I have one blog post that I'd already created. We can see when I created it, which category it was under, and whether it was in draft or published. So let's first just open this up. Excuse me. Update is where we can edit it. You could duplicate it if, it's just a quick way to kind of, like if all the backend stuff is the same, you could change the SEO details, things like that, or you could just delete it or archive it. Let me just update it so you can take a sneak peek behind. FGF / GoHighLevel, they're actually changing kind of the format. And I think here in the blog is the first place you're going to notice all of your formatting tools are up here along the top. So it just makes it really easy to, change the font, change the size, the spacing, all of that kind of stuff. And then basically you just have a white sheet of paper that gets you going. And you just start creating your blog here. So I've added some information here, and if I wanted to come back and add some other enhancements, so I'm just gonna, my computer is pretty slow here for some reason, but so I'm just gonna bold a couple of these things. And then we'll just save it. I won't go through the rest of it. The other nice thing is up here, it shows me how many words that I have. If you click the three little dots, again, it gives you a way to preview the post. So let's go ahead and do that. You should always save early, save often. So I had put a picture in. It's not the greatest picture, but I created this just in a hurry the other day. So what's nice also, it tells you it's a 7-minute read. You just go down through. I've done some little screen snapshots here. And then which I'll show you, when you go to create a brand new blog, they actually kind of walk you through some samples, and then you can just go through and delete it. I kept it because there's actually some good information here for this blog. All right, so up here at the top left where it says back, I'm just going to go back because remember the three dots, it took me to the preview. And now I'm just going to update. And now it says that it's saved. And I can come over here to the left and go back again. And there it is. All right. So to create yet a new one, we just click on new post, and I don't have any information here. So I'm just going to say test, test, test. I won't put an image right now, and I'm just going to create the post. And again, remember I said that they gave you some kind of like some placeholders here. Now, it might get kind of irritating to go through every time and have to delete all of this. So what I would do is I would create basically a little template. This is a template, but it has a lot of stuff on it. And then I would just clone that template and use it over and over again. Okay. I'm not going to do anything here with it. Let's just pretend that I've typed all this stuff, and now when I go to publish, here it's showing us what is this going to look like, and it shows you what the URL will look like, and I can add it to a category. So remember I had the two different categories, or what's nice is I can actually create a category on the fly here. So that's very, very useful. So I'll just stick it under general for right now. And then optional keywords. Again, if you're using your blog to build up your SEO, then continue to add all of that. So let's just say technology, funnels, automations. Okay. And then the author, remember we created the author. So the author is that. And then I can either save it as a draft or publish it. So let's publish it now and click on the save button. And now we have two blog posts. So it's that simple. So have a quick little play around with it. Let me know what questions you have, and I'll dig deeper and create a full training episode for the membership.